So, we're back, and Josh here now has to deal with the security cameras due to the illegal dogfighting rings that are around here.
Wait.
What?
Why are these security cameras on the floor?
Well, they're actually on the ceiling.
Listen,
I think.
The theater had no more wall funding, okay?
Anyways, that was a demo. Now Joshy's here to save the day. He's gonna do it right this time.
Are we gonna say our names again, or...?
No.
Okay.
Look, it doesn't... Look, Jay, everyone knows you. You're a big star now. You're an all-star now.
I was gonna say my name was and Josh, though.
Oh. Alright, then say it.
I can't now. The moment's gone.
Alright. Anyway, so we're back in the basements again. Now there are more robot dogs.
And I'm Jordan.
And it turns out also throwing the pots at those people just makes them mad. Does not like stun them long enough to be worthwhile. Also, that one missed.
It's because they're already really used to smoking weed.
Whoa!
Damn.
Oh, so that's why there are so many security cameras.
Well, yeah, look at the dank kush you're throwing at them.
They're not security cameras, they're actually like blue light.
See, I hit that guy, and see, he got mad. That time I hit a box, I think.
So do these guys normally get mad even if you don't hit them?
Yes, but hitting them mad guarantees that they'll want to hit you. Also, I hit 2 switches that time.
Why do Josh's co-workers actually want to murder him?
I don't know.
It's called a severance package.
Josh is getting real wimpy with how poor he's throwing these things.
Is Josh like the one fucking co-worker that eats like daily special gluten-free bread or something?
No, he actually loves microwaving fish. That's the real issue, is he just makes everything stink. Oh
He
my
just
Jesus
eats
Christ!
the popcorn butter, like, straight, is the thing.
Look at this! In the middle of all this, I have to get a box onto that fucking button. But also, as you saw, if I stand even a little bit in there, I'm fucking dead. So you're gonna see me fucking play footsies with these fucking cameras.
What's so special about that button? Oh.
It can only be hit by boxes, and we need it to open.
No,
Thanks.
I mean, why did they require 10 security cameras on it?
Oh, that's a good question. I think this is where Helen, the theater owner, keeps the dogs, I think. From the dogfighting rink, we established this.
The living ones are here, at
Right.
least.
The ones that won.
Yeah.
You know what I'm confused about? Like, whenever a camera, like, catches a slight glimpse of you, is that, like, Helen thinks that there's just a ghost there so she doesn't suspect Josh, or...?
Yeah, she's really into, like, paranormal activity, so she starts having these kind of, like, paranoid, dreams about this.
She thinks Josh is just the Mothman.
Well, I mean, I do too, to be fair.
Remember the episode of Frickin' Jaws in which it turned out their dad was the Mothman, by the way?
And that their mom was the El Chupacabra?
That was a decidedly odd turn for the series, I gotta say.
I know.
Well, in the next episode, they didn't even acknowledge it.
Yeah, it was a little weird, but I feel like, it felt like it still played into the mythos better.
I still don't know how they managed to pull off that supernatural crossover too in it.
Yeah, I love the part where Dean shows up.
And he's like, Drake, your dad's Mothman.
Does he always sound like he's drunk?
And of course, Drake and the 2 supernatural main characters immediately hit it off.
Right, and then they make out and they go on a double date.
Yeah.
So I've forgotten to hit the button this time after I reset the room. Because I'm
Good
really
job.
smart and cool. I got it that time.
When I first saw the running animation, I thought it was like some sort of strange jump.
Yeah, you can jump over those, I wish. Then I wouldn't have to deal with this dumb puzzle.
You can just tell by the way he uses his walk. He's a woman's man.
No time to talk, yeah. You got it.
If only you had a sneak button.
Yeah, I don't, though. So I have to wake up that dog. Oh, whoops! Don't open a laser right on your feet. Turns out, pro tip.
Nah, I think that's actually very cool.
Oh, okay. Well, that wasn't. I don't want to be labeled as a criminal.
I like how when we get caught, like, Josh gets this look on his face like he just peed his pants.
Yeah, feeling good. Remember that? Do you remember that episode where... Okay, so here's something weird. I've got 0, but I can still move.
Oh, now we don't have to listen to the music. What a punishment.
Oh, thank goodness.
Okay,
No.
but do you remember that? Do you remember that episode? Oh no, I just died there.
Delayed pants peeing. Or he didn't notice until later.
Bet, you remember that episode where Josh and Drake have to show up on a like cops, and Josh plays the criminal, so everyone thinks he's actually a criminal, and they ostracize him from the community.
Isn't that
Yes.
a real episode?
That's a real episode.
Yeah.
Remember that episode in which Josh pees his pants and he gets put on death row?
That could have been a real episode too. Yeah, these block puzzles are getting real on my nerves.
Yeah, no kidding. Does this game have anything else to it? Or like Josh's part of the game?
Well, Drake's part of the game is Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
Josh's part of the game is peeing his pants and moving blocks. Which, I mean, really, what else do you need in life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I see how it is. Just because it's the Drake and Josh video game, it's bad. If this was like some indie experimental game, like everybody would eat this shit up.
Braid and Josh.
If and Josh.
Finally. Anyways, I skipped a whole bunch of me not knowing how to solve puzzles. And I solved that one, and we can move forward. I mean,
See,
sort of.
It's like a Metroidvania. Like, you come back to the rooms and then, like, the puzzles open.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Are these the pea shooters from Plants vs. Zombies?
Well, almost as bad. They're paintball guns. And they make us do a silly face.
And
Also, this one's...
stunlock you.
This one's stunlocking me.
Remember the episode where Josh gets replaced by Jim Carrey and no one notices?
Yeah, that was a really weird episode. So this room sucks. There's just too much going on and too much to pay attention to for you to, like, have time to actually, puzzle solve.
Uh-huh.
But thankfully...
You just walk around it?
Thankfully, you can just walk around most of it, but then you have to set it up so you can get through, because you gotta hit that switch with a box. Also, I'm gonna get stunlocked for here forever. I'm gonna have to reset the game now.
Why did you even go down there?
Well, it's easier than going up there with the camera.
Right, no, but you, like, walked...
What?
What? Oh, yeah, that! It just rips a rope?
I didn't even realize what happened until just now.
And now we made it to their office, so we steal the key back. And now what we're gonna do...
Now that we've found our second grimoire.
Yeah. Now that we've got that, now we've got our second holy book, we can cast Firaga, which will allow us to burn the pictures that are of Drake and Josh smooching.
Does Josh always refer to himself as Joshy?
Well, only when he's being a huge dork, so yes.
Or is it a Hispanic pronunciation that's Hashi?
I just realized, like, one of his eyes is permanently, like, he looks like he's permanently doing that quizzical look where he's like, Because, like, one of his eyes is a little more closed.
So, do you guys think, like, in his later years, Josh would refer to himself as DJ Oz?
Yes. I really hope so. So anyways, we have to go hit all the we have to go to the projectors so we can get rid of all those incriminating pictures before the movies start.
I love this lovingly animated slushy machine and popcorn machine.
Yeah.
There's a lot of effort, probably in the wrong places for this game.
Was
Oh,
that...
look, there's the beginning of the level.
Is
What?
that surf movie called Woo Zing?
Just a second, I'm gonna go see and just... Yes, I think that is. I'll have to go back and check, but I hope it was called Woozing.
So they finally, imported one of those Mandarin surf movies.
Yeah. Teenage Ninja Turtles and the Mystery of the Wu Zing.
Speaking of Ninja Turtles, there's Vanilla Ice again.
Yeah, so Vanilla Ice just body checks you, and then leaves.
It might be because you're not a juggalo like him.
Right. I think it's because he thinks you're macking on his lady friend. Which is weird because you're Josh and not Drake in this.
Which is incidentally your mother, which makes it
Whoa.
really weird.
Whoa! So yeah, he'll tell you you're running out of time no matter how much time you have, but that's because all the levels are timed and it's awful.
Yeah.
How are you supposed to solve puzzles on a time limit?
Wait, is there a talent contest?
Yeah, okay, so the plot is that there's a talent show going on today, and Josh has to get ready for it, and Drake has to get ready to perform in it. And that's what's going on now. These blue switches are timed. You have to hit them all in a certain amount of time, otherwise you have to restart it.
I hate that you collect pages and books and that they're not intrinsically connected.
I mean, technically they are. They're books of essays, papers.
Oh, are they? Okay.
Whoa! Did you check out that hot move that janitor had? He was
That was a hot
moonwalking.
move.
Yeah. Also, they keep beating us up. It's not, I think I got caught in the. I almost got caught in the door there. That would have been really cool.
Yeah.
God. This game is the worst.
Yeah,
It
it's
really
pretty
is.
good.
It's pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie.
I still don't know how, like, a GBA game like this is so glitchy, too.
Now, I hope you understand. I recorded this all in one session.
I'm
So it was
sorry.
about this point I had the gun to my head. I was thinking maybe this isn't worth it. Maybe the joke's gonna be too lame. And you know what? By the time I got to the end of it, I thought, no, they deserve this.
This is a good joke.
You mean the people watching?
Yeah, I mean, the people watching deserve this. I've been through so much, they deserve it. Now, here's a really cool puzzle, because you can only move these once, that means you have to use the wooden one, so... I love that sound. You just have to do that
we
a
should have
lot.
just stayed silent through this whole dragging section. As a matter of fact, edit that in.
Okay.
Yeah,
You mean
put
out?
Good.
that part like 10 decibels higher.
It's an actual earthquake. Yes, these blue puzzles aren't hard when there's not enemies, and when there are enemies, it's just annoying instead of actually challenging. So now,
You have to collect the Holy Bible?
yes, the puzzle here is that we have to hit these green switches in a certain order, and then we can steal the pictures out of them. What is Drake doing in this photo? Photoshop contest for the thread.
Want a copy of Drake and Josh Season 1 on DVD?
Oh my god.
Amazon Prime account so you can watch all of Drake and Josh on demand.
The contest
you-
is called the Thirst Project.
Oh yeah, because I forgot that Drake Bell gives money to a charity called the Thirst Project. Because he's thirsty.
I thought that was an episode of Drake and Josh.
The Thirst Project just sounds like a white mid-2000s rapper group.
So how are you gonna hit those lasers? We hit the switch and it doesn't do anything.
Whoa.
Here, I'm wondering what I could possibly do. Starting to think I have to start lining up shots real good. Turns out, they don't tell you about this mechanic either. They don't tell you you can hit buttons. They tell you you can hit switches. And I feel like that's misleading.
Yeah. I don't know, but that really seems like the only thing you can try. In
Yeah,
that.
I think the game is being really intuitive in the way it's teaching you new play mechanics.
It's just emergent. It's emergent.
This really is
gameplay.
the Dark Souls of its time. As a matter of fact, put that on the box.
It's actually the Drake Souls.
Drax Souls. They just misspelled it.
Dark Souls and Josh. Compared to the
Well-
edition.
If you could aim these at all, it'd be even better, because then you could actually know where you're throwing things. Because when you actually have to have precision, then it gets tough.
It's gonna take some time to realize.
So, there's no, like, rhyme or reason to these setups either. You just have to guess at what the order is. Turns out that one was just in a row.
The bright... Oh, never... Damn it. Josh's face keeps disappearing before I can make my hilarious observation.
Well, next time I think he talks longer, so
Okay, good.
you've still got time. But anyways, so now we're actually throwing things in a movie theater, which I'm pretty sure is illegal in some way or another.
No, he works here. It's all good.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so I'm pretty sure still this is bad. Like, who wants to sit on, like, broken terracotta?
Listen,
Also, this
there's
movie
like
theater eats. Look at how few rows there are.
Yeah.
Also, why are there plants in a movie theater?
why is there a theater room in the middle of fucking the basement.
No, we keep going in and out of the basement. We're in the movie theater to get to the projectors, and then we go into the basement to get to different movie theaters. See, this game is really deep in its map building.
No, why didn't you just go get the other fucking safe?
Because it's on a button.
Oh, that's right.
It's on a button?
It's on a...
Yeah.
Yeah! I mean, it probably would have been easier to do it the other way anyways, but, too late.
Look, you go back all the way to the beginning of the level and pick up a box.
That'll be much easier, with my 10 minutes left. I got immediate flashbacks to, like, some of the really simple puzzles in Pokemon that I couldn't solve like this.
Uh-huh.
And I started, like, getting sweaty and panicky. Again, I was at the edge, you know, I was on the edge of my seat. I was kind of, like, sweating, just kind of dealing with a lot of things at the time. And here we have there's a pulley here. Because, you know...
You can use that, but not the wall switches?
Well, yeah, the wall switches are too high up for Josh to reach.
Well, he can just kind of, like, wrap his t-shirt around that thing.
Listen, Josh is like 2 feet, okay? Don't make fun of him for that.
Yeah, he just looks tall because of the perspective.
Yeah.
Foreshortening makes him look really tall.
Drake and Josh the Four Swords?
Whoa! And then that guy just goes into space. He's back, though. I was really afraid he was going to get stuck behind the wall, and I thought no one deserves that. It's back.
Why don't you just walk through it? I'm pretty sure it won't kill you that quickly.
No, it literally pushes you back if it happens.
Oh, damn.
Look at how big that brush is.
It's a big brush.
I think that's a
Or
polygon.
broom, rather.
It's a sprite. But, okay, so this first one isn't enough. Also, that's good animation. There we go, got it.
Josh, what were you doing with your boss?
And so we have to pull 2 of them, which means twice the noise.
That was a real cheeky move.
Don't talk about that. And it has to, every time that one of them goes back, it has to show us that it's going backwards. It's like, I know the door's closing. You've interrupted prime gameplay.
God, when are we gonna get the Master Sword?
We have to do 3 of these now. You ready for 3 times the noise?
Apparently Josh isn't.
Also 3 times the trying to get this fucking detected. I said fuck it at that point. It's so hard to grab onto these, like, the detection really is poor on these stupid bullies. You may not get this from the commentary and everything, but this game's not particularly good.
No, it's great.
Okay, you're right, you convinced me.
This is what happens whenever Miyamoto isn't around to make the new Zelda games.
Sure, so you keep, like, saying these games aren't good, but you know what? I'm sick of your negative vibes, man.
Okay. I mean, that's fair. Everyone's entitled to their opinion.
Yeah.
It just happens that yours sucks.
Wow. True, though.
Yeah. And so, here we have to push this, like, halfway across this basement, and then drag that wooden block all the way over.
All these puzzles are a lot easier than the last level.
Yeah, the last level had, like, a lot of more, like, in-depth puzzles where, like, you actually have to think about where you're pushing things. This is just, like, keep making this walkway.
Well, yeah, that's because the last level was the basement, so that's deeper into the dungeon.
Yeah, I guess so. But, like, they just keep doing the same puzzle, and it's like, why do you have these holes in the basement in the first place? This makes working a hazard. Like, he better be getting some hella benefits.
Whoa. Oh my god, it's Thor.
You can get them to, like, stop running after you, but it takes a lot of work because they're faster than you are. Also, because difficulty is just a number of things you have to do at the same time, we have to now have 4 of these.
Mm-hmm.
I love that sound.
Are you snapping along to it?
Yes.
You're disgusting.
Drake's hot new beat.
Hey, we got more!
And I can still hear the ones from the other room.
It's so good.
God, I remember that song. That was just like, just hold on, we're going home.
I don't think this is actually cinema. It's a medieval torture basement.
Remember that episode where they get caught at the Ren Fair and it turns out that they're going to be tortured? For like because like Drake ends up stealing all the turkey legs, and also it was an actual Renaissance thing from the past.
Yeah.
Like they actually traveled through time.
Yeah.
It was a really weird episode for Drake and Josh.
And Josh was like, Megan!
Remember that episode in which they found out Drake's guitar was actually a time travel machine?
Yeah.
And also that they spawned Hitler?
Yeah, that was a really weird one.
Drake's like, excuse me while I kiss the sky, and then like a huge tornado sucks them up and sends them back through time.
So each of these is attached to so 3 switches are attached to each of them. So I'm just gonna kind of randomly hit them, and it like goes pretty poorly. Like I'm seriously having trouble, and I'm like, wait, maybe it's. And I don't know how this is any different from what I did before, but eventually it just works for some reason.
Eventually the game gives up.
Yeah, the game's just like, you deserve it. Because I was here for a good, 5 minutes.
I didn't see you use that order before that.
Well, I cut out a lot.
Okay.
To be fair, at some point I was convinced that I had to hit all 6 of them in some order. I didn't.
Should use save states.
So it looks
we did it.
It looks like the brightest part of Josh's hair on the right is like a fucked up gremlin creature.
Remember that episode where it turns out he's a gremlin? And that's why you couldn't feed him after midnight, even though he was really hungry?
Remember that episode of Drake and Josh where Josh is working in the movie theaters and then Arnold Schwarzenegger comes out of one of the movies?
Yeah, that was really weird.
Yeah. Remember the episode where
But heartwarming.
Josh thinks that his dad is the Zodiac killer, but in the end it turns out it's Drake?
Yup.
And the B-plot is Drake Zodiac killing.
And so, with that, we have stopped everyone from seeing embarrassing pictures of Drake and Josh, and next time, we'll take care of the refreshment stand, the most dangerous job of all. See you then.